Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another GAC match. The first one I didn't get to do because my opponent set an auto set defense. Those are pretty boring, and I ran into some technical difficulties. So I did win that match. Here I am in round two, and looky there. You can see from the board that my opponent put both his Galactic Legends on defense. Up top, he's got Rey. He's got Grievous, and then just a crew FO team. So, not looking forward to that. And then let me show you what he's got down here in the bottom. You can see that he's got Kylo there, and then he's got a Newt team. So, I've got an idea of what I'm going to use. Of course, we'll go south first, except you'll see. But let's go ahead and start off with the hardest team. Gonna take out his Kylo with my Kylo in a mirror match. So I do have that. I've got Red Trooper, I've got Faust, I've got Hux, I've got Watt in there. I find, honestly, whenever I go up against another Galactic Legend with my own, it really doesn't hurt to have Watt throw that health cube on him, and just gives them that extra bit of survivability they might need when they're going against another one that doesn't have that. So anything you can do to give yourself an edge is a huge plus. You can see that he's got the the trooper pilot in there, and then he's got Phasma. So it's all about turn meter and then the mass attacks, AoEs and whatnot to get the crits and fire off those ultimates. And we know how that goes. Once Kylo gets on a rampage, man, he keeps going. So he's tearing into my team. I'm not doing so great taking into his. Got rid of my Red Trooper there. And I'm still stuck behind a stupid taunt. So, yeah, it's pretty grim. Like, it did not start off the best way possible at all. So I'm trying to go after his Hux, take him out. He's already got his ultimate off there. So now I'm deciding, do I tank it out? Do I need to do my AoE? Should I basic? Because any hits on his Kylo, once he's in ultimate stance, don't do a thing for me as far as filling up that meter. And I need to get my ultimate charged up so that, I can outlast him. If he's getting his ultimate and I'm not getting mine, I'm going to be in trouble. So here we go. I still got my ultimate meter charging up. I'm at 66, but I'll go ahead and use it right there. That way I can get something. If you're in your ultimate stance, he at least can't heal off you with the health steal. So it gives you a chance to kind of recoup, heal up a little bit for at least a turn, and then work on boosting up your own meter. So now we're in a dogfight, just 1v1, and it is ugly. Like, his is meant for damage, and mine is solid health, which I actually like. It lets you tank out quite a lot, but man, if it doesn't get dicey. So deciding whether I should use the middle or the basic, and thankfully that middle ability was enough to knock him out. So there we go. I was able to get rid of that fight, and I was really worried about it. Now we'll go ahead and take out his Newt team. You can see that he's split off his separatist droids, the B1 and B2, and put them all under Newt lead. Because up top he's got Grievous, but it's that Grievous nuke squad. So some people still do that, separate them that way. I find that it's pretty easy for CLS to take out this Newt team. Once you don't have Grievous as the lead in there, then you don't have to worry about being target locked with the counterattacks and everything. So they can just kind of tear through this team. They got rid of B2, no problem. Trying to go after B1 when I get a chance, get those stacks down a bit. They can really rip through him and get him gone, and then you don't have to worry about him healing up anybody. Got some extortion, so work on getting rid of that. Have C3PO in here, so I think that the mass assist attacks are really helpful. You can see that I was able to get rid of B1 fairly quickly. Now I'm just taking shots at Jango when they don't matter. You don't want to get stuck on him with damage immunity. So I want to make sure that he does take his other turn. Once he takes that turn and that goes away, then I'm fine. And there it is, it's gone. So now I can get him taken out. Killed him once and going for the second time. seeing if Han can do anything healing-wise. You know, I had to relic him up, so I might as well try to find a use for him. So, I don't know if he got a banner back healing-wise or not, but there we go. Tore through that new team fairly quickly. Got 56 banners out of it, so far so good. Now we can see what he put in the back, if there's any surprises. And there's really not, since he loaded the front with both Galactic Legends, just standard bounty hunters, and then a Kira Scoundrel squad with Nest. So one good thing about this matchup, I was able to dust off my Imp Troopers, since he did have a Gear 11 Zam on the team. That just left me an in. That and the fact that the speeds were much slower than my Stark. So bring out the boys, do their thing. And as long as I focus on Zam and get that one quick kill, then I can start focusing on everybody else. Go after Boba after Zam, get one death down. There's also a feat for getting kills with Imp Troopers, so that's kind of nice. The fact that they have the Bounty Hunters resolve and come back, you know, a couple times, give you some extra kills. So that's pretty good. Just getting my kills, letting the boys do their thing. And look how easy that is. Just ripping through them like nothing. It's going to be a quick 60 banners for me. And I've had no trouble. As long as you can get that one kill to start off, you're good to go. So 60 banners from them. And I just got that one scoundrel team to take out. So we'll do that now. So I'll take out these scoundrels with this crew first order team. It's pretty standard. It actually works really good for taking Nest out, not having to worry about, you know, timing out on Nest. So I did an AoE there to boost turn meter to the team. Got to keep an eye on, right here, keep an eye on Nest and keep an eye on L3. Once you stun L3, if you hit her again, she can unstun herself. She'll get rid of the debuffs. So I just got to watch for the right time to get a hit in on Nest. And while I'm doing that, take out Mission and Kira, because both of those are pretty weak. They were going down in one hit that you saw there from Executioner. So got to hit Zalbar. Might as well, since I can't really do anything to Nest, and I don't want to bother with L3. I don't want her coming out of stun and taunting and everything. So I keep putting her back in stun when I can. It's just a matter of watching what characters come around, what abilities you have, and when you can get that big hit on Nest. So I'm using my crew 2-turn stun on Nest. That way I can see whenever she comes out of stun, she's free for a big hit. Or you can also catch her when she is stunned if she takes the one turn. As long as she takes her turn, she's open for a big hit, and that's a perfect time to go. So that's what I did there. Took a big hit, got rid of her protection. Since they were under Kira lead, she'll get protection back, so I got to watch out for that. And now it's just a matter of throwing turn meter around, using that 2-turn stun. Again, I'm down to L3 and Nest, so I'm trying to take out L3. That way I can just focus on Nest, and it'll be a whole lot easier. It just takes a bit to whittle her down since she is relicked. A lot of people are having these relicked L3s nowadays. I know I have one. Mine's Relic 5. So it takes a lot to kind of grind her down, more than it used to. But you can see that Crew's got his 2-turn stun available. So I just keep using that. But look, when you hit L3, she'll pop right back out of it. So that was a bit of a waste there. But it doesn't matter now. I got rid of her. Now I just can focus on Nest. And then it gets a lot easier. Because like I said, you just stun Nest. And then once she comes out of stun, she's open for a big hit. Until then, you just do basics. Just keep hitting her with basics. Or like I can use Phasma's AoE. Doesn't really matter. Maybe I can get the speed down. Just try and land some debuffs. Again, doesn't matter a whole lot. You just want to use basics until she takes a turn, and then you want to try and line it up so that Executioner has the big hit right when she takes her turn. Or OG Kylo can use his special and get a big hit off that way. So I'm trying to land healing immunity just to have one more debuff, keeping her from healing back up. And I'm waiting and watching her turn meter, keep feeding turn meter to my team. But other than that, it's just basic. I want to save Officer's move where he can throw a turn meter around in case I need to throw it to Executioner. So here we go. It's Officer's turn. Throw it to Executioner. Boom. Look at that. One big hit, and that's what it takes to finish her off at the right time. 60 banners there. So I cleared the whole bottom. Now we can start work on the top. I'll show you what's up there again to give you a refresher, remind you what he has up there. Grievous and Crew First Order, and then that Ray team. So we'll start taking off the ones that I know what I'm going to use. And his Grievous Nuke team, you can use Night Sisters if you have decent relics on your Night Sisters, because there's a certain order that this team has to work. And if they don't go in that order and kill your whole team at the same time, it's going to fall apart. So it really doesn't matter. And your Night Sisters, the way that their mechanics work, are going to have no trouble. Once you got Talzin Elite up there, you get the 2 free revives from Zombie. And then Daka, you just got to keep an eye on her. And you can see that they did get her down in the yellow. She is target locked. He's got that Zeta, I think it's on IG-88, that gives them healing immunity if they're target locked, I guess. And so that's one thing I didn't check. But again, as long as you keep an eye on how things are going, as soon as you can get rid of that target lock and she can heal back up, you'll be okay. It's not a lot of, resiliency in this squad like there is with B2 when B2 is there and you can't get them down. So now that the target lock is gone, even if I would have lost Daka, I just have to kill somebody using a basic to pretty much bring her back. And they're all squishy droids. I mean, T3, BB-8, easy kills. So now that I got rid of the target locks, it's back to business as usual though. So I just got to make sure that I start killing them. And it doesn't matter if I take the hits from Grievous, he gets extra turns. I just got to start killing as many droids as I can. It's nice if I can kill them at the same time. But there's really not, you really don't have too many AoE attacks that are strong. Just the Mother Talzin Plague and then the one for Massage. So it's unfortunate. I could have probably killed a couple if I would have had it. But now I'm down to just BB-8 and Grievous there. Kill BB-8, take another hit. Daka brings them all back. Well, almost all of them. Didn't bring Massage back. But that's kind of the name of the game. You just keep waiting until she gets her heal to bring everybody back. I want to end with all 5 alive, so I get my max banners there. 55 banners. Kind of trying to do the best I can do. Make it hard for my opponent. And I do get my 55 banners, so we can move on to the next battle. Alright, the next one will be his First Order squad. He's got Crew in there, Red Trooper, Executioner, OG Kylo, and Officer. There's no Hux in there, so it makes it pretty easy. Much easier than it is if he would have been in there. But with Padme, it almost doesn't matter because you can't mess with their turn meter. And as long as she's got that protection up, you don't have to worry about debuffs. So all I have to do is make sure Anakin stays alive, because he's key to getting rid of this team. You need the healing immunity that Jedi Knight Anakin provides. Otherwise, you will get stuck on Crew or possibly OG Kylo, because they just keep healing up more than you can kill them, and they don't care about courage stacks and percent health damage. So, got to be able to land that healing immunity, and then once you can get that down, it's pretty easy. So right now you can see that I'm working on Crew. He does have the healing immunity, but look, Red Trooper just cleanses all the debuffs. Then you gotta kind of start over. So after trying Crew for a bit, you can only ever land it whenever Anakin goes. Every time Ahsoka goes, sometimes it'll heal him up more than it'll do any damage. So instead I just went after Executioner, got a quick kill there. Figured if I can start taking some of these guys out, then it's just less people to have to worry about dealing with. And then I'll focus on the 2 Kylos. So that's what I'm working on. Going after Crew there. Again, I'm still good. I've got protection up, so I don't have to worry. Look at OG Kylo. He's got healing immunity. Tried to land a stun on Red Trooper, but that didn't work. And of course, they cleared out all my debuffs that I'm trying to land. It gets really annoying having to deal with that. So I'm really trying to just take him out. And Ahsoka was able to do that. Now I can start landing my debuffs and not have to worry about them being cleansed off. Trying to use smokescreen effectively so that the wrong person doesn't get killed, which, like I said, is namely Anakin. Got to keep him around or you will time out and lose this match. It's happened to me before, so that's why I mention it now. Now I'm going after Crew, and look, he'll just heal up unless you land that healing immunity. Keep him stunned, that way he doesn't counterattack at least. But now I've got the healing immunity, I can deal some damage. One more hit here and he's gone. Got 54 banners for that one. And now the hardest ground fight left. I told you put both Galactic Legends on defense. If you guys didn't notice this, in that first match, I did a Kylo mirror with First Order, and I put my Watt in there. I think it helped me, but one thing I forgot is that Watt was a huge component for a team that I would have had available to counter Rey. So since I didn't have Watt, I had to go with Jedi. And I've only ever used this team like once before. It was JKR and Gas and Bastila and Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda. And there's a certain way you got to play it. And unfortunately, I don't know that way, nor do I think that my team is modded perfectly for this counter. I think it was just the only team that I had left that I had a shot with because I have used it, before. But it is not working out here at all. Like, I'm going after Rey and just doing no kind of damage. I mean, not having much luck of anything. And you're not supposed to let Savior pop for a while. And it didn't work out that way. You can see they're still hanging in there, but as soon as she goes into her ultimate stance, it's pretty much game over. So that's why I'm trying to do some damage and, just knock some people out. It'd be nice to get rid of Rey, but I'm just not having that kind of luck. I just did not expect my opponent to put both Galactic Legends on defense. That did take me by surprise, and then making that error right in the beginning match of using my Watt. I've been practicing that Vader counter with Watt against Rey, and that seems to work fairly well, and I was planning on using that, and then I forgot that I had used my Watt straight away. So you can see she went into her ultimate, kills half the team. I just have Bastila left, so yeah, there's no progress being made there. Unfortunately, that was it. I'll show you this. I did try with everything else I had, like every other good squad I had. I went like 5 times, and I killed a couple characters, but I could not get close to taking down Rey. So my counter did not work. I was stuck on with half the board there. And my opponent did go later, and he ended up actually one-shotting everything I put down, even though I had Darth Revan on defense, Jedi Knight Luke on defense. Yeah, it didn't matter. He saved a counter because he knew I put Rey on defense, and his counter worked, and then he just one-shot everything. So, not a good round for me, but we'll see how the last round of the week plays out. I'll let you guys know. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.